What's today?
It's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday?
On your feet. This is not the time nor the place for sleep.
You have a show to do.
I could do it in my sleep.
Sounds like you already have.
We think our show is good.
That's what you were thinking.
Everybody else.
Not so much.
But you're all right.
Okay, thanks for the pep talk.
Thanks for the pep talk.
That's what I'm here for.
Well said. So let's get this show started.
Good morning. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. It is AJ in the morning on InsideMaine.com. How are you this morning? It's Wednesday. It's freaking cold out there. Man, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Ugh, I don't know about you. Some twisted people are actually into that sort of thing, but not me. Gross. Wow. Well, thanks so much for checking out the show this morning, whether you're watching on Facebook live as it's happening right now, like Lisa. Good morning, Lisa. Thanks so much for tuning in. Apparently, 8:50 is a good time for Lisa. Still really haven't figured out exactly the best time for me to start the show. Guess that's a work in progress. Maybe I'll throw a poll up to see what you guys have to say. But it really doesn't matter because, honestly, it seems like more people watch it on their time later in the day, which is great. No matter how you're watching the show or you're listening to the show on the podcast, I really appreciate you being here. Alan is also watching live this morning, and Michael is in the house. What's happening, Michael? Alan is here as well, and there's Kathy J. That's right. Alan says it's 18 degrees. It was 18 degrees when he left for work this morning at 5:30. Ooh, that is cold, cold, cold. And speaking of cold, why don't we take a live look right now? That is Nubble Lights in York. Oh, look at that. A pretty scene there at Nubble. It looks gorgeous, but I wouldn't want to be outside there. Wouldn't want to be jumping in that water, that's for sure. That would be really, really freaking cold. And, I wanted to show you something pretty cool. I just set this up last night, and I kind of like it. Alexa, Merry Christmas. Hey, look at that. There goes the tree. We're going to get a few more lights up in here, too. And there's actually there's another tree right behind me, actually, or right in front of me, should I say, right behind the camera. That's pretty as well. And that lights up when I say that as well. Alexa. Yeah. I shouldn't say that too much. It's going to confuse her. And she's going to start talking back to me, and I'm going to get all mad. Anyway, so there you go. Fun little thing that I did with my my smart stuff. And, of course, Amazon is a product. Alexa is a product of Amazon. And before we get started here, just wanted to remind you that if you're going to be doing some shopping for the holidays, or really for anything else for that matter, maybe you're going to be buying yourself some gifts or somebody else, whatever it is. If you're going to do some shopping on Amazon, please, I encourage you to start at my website because the banner up there, it takes you to Amazon. Doesn't cost you a penny more. But what they do is they kick me a little bit of a commission for the referral. So I would really appreciate that. All that money is going to help support the websites and the show. So that's InsideMaine.com for all of your Amazon shopping. I would greatly appreciate that. And what do you say we take a look at some of the things we're going to be chatting about this morning? Our You Tell Us question of the day. That's a good one because, I don't know, not a lot of takers this morning. And I can understand why. What is your pet peeve about your significant other? We've had a few funny comments come in so far on the Facebook post. Hopefully we get some good live ones in the comments as well. Let's see how brave you are to call out your significant other on the show this morning. That would be cool. What else? Geez. Yeah, you wouldn't believe this. But apparently the amount of plastic you're consuming. You ever think about that? You ever think about how you're inadvertently eating plastic? Well, it adds up to a credit card. I'll tell you how long it takes for you on average to consume a credit card's worth of plastic. Also, look at this guy, Mario Lopez, starring as a sexy Colonel Sanders in a new Lifetime movie. I know that sounds like a joke, but it's really not. I'll tell you more about that. Tom Brady, what is he doing? Taking PPP money from the government, using it to buy a yacht? We'll dig into that story in just a bit. Also, winter drinks. What's your favorite? We'll take a look at a list from a recent survey. Also, some of the hobbies and home improvement projects that we've been tackling during the pandemic. We'll take a look at that list as well. So lots to talk about on the show this morning. Michael says, good to see you, AJ. Miss you on the radio. But you're going to do awesome things with your podcast. Michael, thank you so much. I do at times miss being on the radio. I certainly don't miss working for a big conglomerate organization that pays its people as little as it possibly can while it rakes in the dough for its shareholders. So I don't miss that, but I do miss being able to connect with people. But I love the fact that I can connect with people right here. And there's a lot of you that are tuning in every day, and I'm so thankful for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. All right, you tell us.
You tell
That's what we call this segment because it's all about you and your opinions and you sharing, because that's what makes the show better, right? You tell us. Question of the day. What is your biggest pet peeve about your significant other? Now, this question was meant to be very playful. We're not talking about anything serious that you have against your significant other. I was thinking of some examples here, like I know a lot of ladies, you don't like it when your man leaves the toilet seat up. There's a great example right there of a pet peeve. That's all we're looking for. Just some light and fun stuff that kind of cheer up your Wednesday morning. And, it's funny. I posted the question on my Facebook page a little earlier this morning. Not a lot of takers. And I get it. I understand why. People don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to start a fight. People are scared. I get that. But you know what? That's what Don said. He said, no way. He said, I ain't taking that bait. And Kathleen chimed in right away. She said, you go first. And yeah, normally with the you tell us question, I'll give my example to start things off. But this morning I did not. So she called me out for it. So I had to answer. And basically I said, oh, there's Sean checking in. He says, it's a trap. I said, my pet peeve about Kathleen is that she says sorry way too much. She'll say sorry about things that aren't even her fault. Like if I do something wrong, she'll say sorry. It's like, what? What is this? You're confusing me. And also I mentioned that she doesn't let me help with dinner or just generally cleaning. I'm trying to step in. I'm trying to help. She's like, nope, I got it. So those are my big things for her. And as you can see, she said, I'm sorry to hear that. Tom gave the trophy. I don't know if he was giving the trophy to me or to Kathleen. But there you go. There's a couple examples right there. And, we are, let's see, who else is brave enough? Alan says, I'm not taking the bait either, AJ. But you know what? Sharon is not afraid to say he is very stingy with his money. Well, thank you for being brave, Sharon, and sharing that. But it's kind of nice though if you're with somebody that's stingy with their money, because that way you know that they're squirreling it away and it'll be there when you really need it, right? There's a good thing about that. Lisa says her pet peeve is telling me how to drive. Do not tell Lisa how to drive. She knows how to drive. She's a grown-ass woman. She can do it. Who else? Chad, giddy up. Chad checking in on the live stream this morning. Thank you, Chad. I don't know. I was hoping we'd get some more takers here on the You Tell Us question of the day. But again, understandable. We don't want to be starting fights here on the show, right? All right. Let's see. What else we get to this morning? Okay. Sharon says he doesn't know who you are, so I can be honest. See, that's the great thing about me being, relatively unknown and pretty unpopular. That's the good thing about it, is that the people that are in this circle, you can share comfortably. That's right. Not a whole lot of people are going to see. So there you go. Please, I invite you to continue to weigh in with comments on that one. The biggest pet peeve that you have with your significant other. What's the thing that they do that drives you crazy? This caught my eye this morning. This is wild. For some reason, we inadvertently consume plastic every day. Not really sure how, but we do. And the World Wildlife Federation just ran a new study and found that we consume a credit card's worth of plastic every week. Are you kidding me? That's disgusting. Imagine sitting down and eating a credit card with a knife and fork. Huh? That's pretty much what you're doing every week. A few more comparisons here in 1 year. Guess how much that is in 1 year? It's the equivalent of an entire dinner plate's worth of plastic. You got a plate piled with plastic? That's disgusting. Now, in 10 years, we eat the equivalent of a lifesaver flotation ring. Wow. And get this, in our lifetime, we will eat the equivalent of 2 dumpsters full of plastic. That's disgusting. So the big question is, how is this affecting us, and what can we do to stop it? Scientists really don't know yet how eating so much microplastic affects our health, but I can't imagine there are many health benefits to that, right? So what are we going to do about this? Well, a lot of times the plastic, it's coming from pollution, from plastic dumped in the water. It affects our drinking water and seafood especially. So, join the fight to save the earth, Stop wasting shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of how we do it, but it's got to be a team effort. You know what I mean? We gotta work together. So if you don't necessarily consider yourself an environmentalist per se, this might give you a good reason to jump on board, unless you want to continue eating that credit card every week. If you're happy with that, have at it. All right, what else? This is crazy. This sounds like I'm making it up, but I swear to you, I am not. Mario Lopez. Remember that guy? Saved by the Bell? Well, check out his latest gig. This is pretty funny. It's a Lifetime movie. It's a partnership with Lifetime and KFC. I'm sure KFC paid Lifetime a lot of dough to make this movie to help promote them. But they announced that Lopez will play Colonel Sanders in A Recipe for Seduction. It's the first Lifetime original mini-movie presented by KFC. This is the line that kind of describes the whole thing. Some folks take their secrets to the grave, but Colonel Sanders takes his to the deep fryer. The post on the Facebook post from KFC teased it with the movie poster, which shows Mario Lopez with, as you can see, the salt and pepper hair, the glasses, and a beard portraying the face of the famous fried chicken fast food chain. So what do you think? Are you gonna make plans to see that? I'm sure it's going to be just as horrible and just as cheesy as pretty much any other movie on Lifetime, don't you think? But I think a lot of people will be tuning in simply for the curiosity factor, just to see how bad it actually is. And I would say that I'll probably be one of them. I'd probably tune in, watch about maybe 5-10 minutes of that just to see how bad it is. Don't you agree? Some people checking in on the live. Sharon is she's backpedaling now. Huh? You hear that? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, she's saying, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Yeah, that's what you meant, Sharon. Yeah, I see there's only 6 people watching now. You're in the circle, it's the circle of trust right here. You can confess. But yeah, like I said, not a lot of people watch live as it's happening, but more people are watching throughout the day, even more people listening to the podcast. So that's why I keep doing this show. You know what I mean? What else? But yeah, if you are one of the people that watch the show live every day, I'd really appreciate you doing that. Michael says, my girlfriend Nicole works hard, and every time I want to make her a snack, she says, no, I'm all set, but I do it anyway. I love that. You're a good man, Michael. I lost my place here. Where were we? All right, we already talked about that. Oh, geez. People not too happy about this morning. Tom Brady. Yeah, I don't know about this. Apparently, well, you know how the government's been handing out money to all these people that, because of the pandemic? Well, back in April, Tom's Supplement and Merchandising Company, TB12, they actually got some pandemic relief from the federal government's Paycheck Protection Program, almost $1 million. $960,000 Tom Brady got from the government. Wow. And look at this. Somebody saw that, and somebody pointed out something else, that just last week, Tom bought himself a new multi-million-dollar yacht. Huh? So there you go. I guess that government money sort of contributed to the new yacht for Tom. Tom, by the way, is currently playing under a 2-year, $50 million deal with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But what do you think about this? I know that most people watching the show, most New Englanders, love Tom Brady. But come on now. Tom, taking all that money from the government? You don't need it, right? That's horrible. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, except I would invite Mr. Brady on the show. Tom, come on AJ in the morning. Explain yourself. All right? Let's hear it from you. This is an open invitation to Tom Brady to join me on the show. Okay? If you happen to know Tom, pass along that word to him. I would greatly appreciate it. Ah, yes. We know it's so cold outside, right? So what are some of your favorite winter drinks? I was looking at this new survey that said they actually asked about 1,000 people to name their favorite winter drink. Results really aren't too surprising. Hot chocolate, it's at the top of the list, 32%. Also, eggnog made the list. Love me some eggnog. Apple cider, peppermint-flavored coffee. What else we got? We got cider. We got wine. There's a hot toddy in there. That's a good drink right there. Some hot buttered rum. There you go. And mead. Mead got 1%. Mead, that's freaking disgusting. Ugh. In the winter, I really like maybe a coffee with or a hot cocoa with some Baileys. You know what I mean? I know that here in Maine, very popular drink, Allen's Coffee Brandy. People up here put that stuff in just about everything, right? The Allens, do you like that? What's your favorite drink in the winter? Would love to hear from you in the comments on the show feed right now. Maybe let's make it interesting. Your favorite adult beverage in the winter time that warms you up. Well, what do you think? Fireball. That'll warm you right up, right? Let's see. Oh, Alan is looking for an explanation of mead. Yeah, it's mead. How do I describe what mead is? It's a drink that is nasty. It's gross. It's an alcoholic drink of fermented honey and water. That's how it is simply described on a quick Google search. I've tried it before. It has a very small amount of alcohol, by the way, but apparently people are saying it's really healthy for you. So there you go. Oh, some of those drinks pouring in here. Alan loves a hot coffee. There you go. Hot coffee. That's a good go-to. And Sharon, that sounds good. A chocolate eggnog martini. So what do you got in there, Sharon? You got the eggnog, maybe something, some sort of chocolate syrup or something like that, and then just some vodka. I don't know if that would work for me. Maybe I'll try it. Hey, I'm open to trying anything, almost anything. All right. This is kind of interesting to look at here. Some of the stuff that we've been doing while we're all isolating during the pandemic, right? People are, finally finding some time on their hands to get some stuff done that they've been meaning to get to for years. According to a new survey, 2/3 of Americans say that This whole thing has given them time, more time to work on their hobbies or small jobs. And some of the things that made the list: cooking, that's a big one; reading or writing, that's right; exercising, that's very good. It's very good. Home improvement projects, gardening, video games, camping or hiking, also fixing up the car, maybe playing a musical instrument, and photography. And for me, I think that all my free time this year has gone into making this show, which I appreciate you checking out. It's been fun learning all this video stuff, all this production. Even though it still looks cheap and low budget, it's my cheap and low budget show, so I love it. Let's see, one last thing to get to. Oh no, you know what? I think that was the last. Was that? That's it. I think we talked. No, there was one more thing. Oh yeah, but I didn't get the graphic. We don't need the freaking graphic. I thought you'd be interested to hear about this. Staying hydrated. Do you have a problem staying hydrated? I know I do. I don't like drinking water. It's boring, but you really have to. It's not just something you have to worry about in the summer. I mean, you have to worry about it in the winter too, especially if you tend to booze it up a little bit more this time of the year. That dehydrates you. So here are some stats that might encourage you to drink an extra glass of water a day. Recent polls said people who drink enough water are more likely to strongly agree that they are very happy with their life. How about that? 4 in 10 people who drink enough water describe themselves as optimistic, compared to 10% who don't drink enough. Now, this is kind of like a chicken or the egg kind of thing. This is like, are you a happy person because you drink water, or do you drink water because you're a happy person? I don't know. When you're well hydrated, you tend to have more energy. That is true. Also, people who drink plenty of water were less likely to say they're late to work on a regular basis. That explains why I'm late to everything. I'm not drinking enough water. Finally, how much ice you have on hand might affect how much you drink. Over half of people said they drink less water if they don't have ice. So there you go. And thanks to Sharon for sharing your recipe. See what I did there? Godiva dark chocolate liqueur, chocolate vodka, and eggnog. All right. Tell you what, Sharon, I'm going to give that a try. I will report back to you once I have tried that delicious sounding drink. It's the vodka. Like, I'm not a big vodka fan. I wonder if I could do it with tequila or maybe some gin. I don't know. We'll experiment. We'll give it a try. Maybe I'll do it during the next show, and it'll make it a little extra interesting right there. All right. Well, you know what? I think that's going to do it for this morning's show. I want to thank you so much for checking it out. Oh, yeah, and check this out. You see the tree behind me? Alexa, bah humbug. There you go. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you checking out the show, the podcast, the video, the Facebook Live, all that jazz. Reminder about Amazon, if you're going to do your holiday shopping, make sure to start at InsideMain.com. Click that banner right there at the top of the page. It'll take you to Amazon. Won't cost you a penny more, but I'll get a commission for the referral, and I would very much appreciate that. All right. And one last thing, if you have a nonprofit charity organization, you need some help getting the word out about something you got going on, let me know about it. You can email me, aj@insidemain.com. Thank you to all of you beautiful people for being here with me this morning. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. See you later.